Welcome to my channel. Today we'll dive into the audiobook Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erikson. This book breaks down the 4 personality types using the DISC model to help you understand and improve your interactions with others. Stay tuned, and I'll provide the ebook download link at the end of the video. Ever rolled your eyes at someone and thought to yourself, "What an idiot"? Well, you are certainly not alone. When someone cannot understand you or behave in totally unexpected ways, you may assume there's something wrong with them. The truth is, they may simply be different from you. In Surrounded by Idiots, Thomas Erikson explains how to recognize and communicate with 4 key behavioral profiles. In this Surrounded by Idiots summary, you'll uncover the key traits, differences, strengths, and weaknesses of the 4 types of behaviors and how to effectively interact with each type. Why are some people so quiet while others talk nonstop? Why are some people always late while others are punctual? Why do you relate naturally to some people but find others irritating? Our behavioral differences come from a mix of internal factors, for example, personality, character, temperaments, and external factors, for example, environment and situational factors. Our core values and attitudes affect how we behave and who we aspire to become. Our values define what we think is right or wrong. For example, it's wrong to lie, or hard work is good. Our attitudes are the opinions that we develop from our life experiences. For example, salespeople can't be trusted. We also moderate our behaviors, or wear different masks, based on what we think is appropriate for a given situation. In any communication, what matters isn't what you say, but what the recipients hear and interpret based on their perceptions, biases, and frames of reference. To interact more effectively, you need to understand your own tendencies, others' needs, preferences, and how others may perceive your actions, so you can tailor your approach accordingly. 4 behavior types, 4 colors, DISA. This book describes 4 behavior types: dominance, inducement, submission, and analytic, DISA, which explain the key differences in human behavior and communication. Each behavior type is associated with a color: red, yellow, green, and blue. These behavior types have existed for millennia, i.e., people have been behaving like this for a very long time. Thomas Erikson's 4 colors are meant to help us understand why people behave the way they do, not to narrowly compartmentalize people. Every color has its desirable and not so desirable traits. A quality, e.g. ambition, can be a strength in some situations and a liability in others. Different situations also call for different behaviors, so treat the behavior patterns as tools that you can use. It's impossible to account for all human differences, and there will always be exceptions. Moreover, we are capable of adapting our behaviors instead of rigidly sticking to one set of behaviors. Only 5% of people have one dominant color. The majority have one dominant color. 80% have 2 dominant colors, and 15% have 3 dominant colors. No one seems to have all 4 dominant colors. Red means dominance. Reds are driven, ambitious, decisive, and dynamic, which makes them natural leaders. They bring energy and momentum to a team by project, are extremely competitive, work hard, and constantly challenge themselves. Reds are task-oriented and are always on the go. They're straightforward in their communication and won't hesitate to state their views. However, Reds can appear aggressive, impatient, or domineering. They're so focused on getting things done that they may bulldoze over others or leave others behind. They may also interrupt others, assert their views, or seem controlling, confrontational. Yellow means inducement. Yellows are positive, creative, and sociable. They are social butterflies, outgoing, popular, and have a huge social network. Yellows are always full of vitality, fun, and laughter, infecting others with their positive energy. They're also optimistic, resourceful, and inspiring. Of the 4 colors, yellows are the most animated, expressive, and talkative. However, yellows can also come across as impulsive, attention-seeking, and overly verbose. They are bad listeners and tend to dominate a conversation, often spew ideas or opinions without prior thought or knowledge. They're so fun-loving that they may resist rules, miss deadlines, shut appointments, and get carried away by excessive optimism. Green means stability. Greens are calm, stable, and loyal. They prefer a calm, predictable environment where they can move at a leisurely pace. They're patient, reliable, great team players, but shy away from the spotlight. They'd avoid conflict wherever possible to maintain harmony and stability. On the flip side, greens may be perceived as stubborn, indifferent, or even dishonest. They don't change their minds or take action until something feels truly right for them. The bigger the challenge or problem, the more they hold back. So they can seem slow or resistant to change. To avoid conflict, greens may sit on the fence or speak in vague terms. Even if they disagree with something, they're unlikely to speak up, preferring to voice their displeasure privately behind your back. Blue means analytic. Blues are detail-oriented, analytical, and perfectionists who seek to have the right answers to everything. They categorize, label, and document everything, and do things in a systematic way. You'll find them using complex spreadsheets and decision-making tools to evaluate a problem from all angles. They will check everything multiple times and insist on contingency plans before taking action. They don't speak unnecessarily, preferring to quietly observe and analyze everything around them. However, blues may also be perceived as distant, pessimistic, and fastidious. It can be slow and tedious to work with them. They can also appear cold and critical, always asking for evidence and pointing out risks and problems. Adapting and giving feedback to different behavior types. In a perfect world, we can all exhibit our core behaviors, but the reality is that we won't always get through to others unless we adapt, as well as adjusting our feedback style. Adapting to reds. Be quick and brief. Cut the small talk. Focus on the essentials. Don't sit on the fence. Have a clear opinion. Demonstrate hard work. Confront if behavior crosses a line. Remind that speed doesn't always produce the right results. Giving feedback to reds. Be upfront and honest. Don't sugarcoat feedback. Give concrete examples. Stick to facts over feelings. Be prepared to calmly handle conflict. Repeat what was agreed. Adapting to yellows. Create a warm and friendly atmosphere around them. Strip away unnecessary detail and focus on the big issues. Empathize with gut-based decisions. Give them space to work on new projects. Become approachable, e.g. through open body language. Check they have listened. Giving feedback to yellows. Prepare a feedback agenda and stick to it. Don't let them eat up the time. Give concrete examples. Be aware that they might not be fully listening. Ensure they don't take it personally. Behavior, not person. Get them to repeat what you've agreed. Adapting to greens. Be prepared to listen to what they are anxious about. Allow them periods of peace and quiet to recharge. Clearly explain the steps of a plan. Deliver criticism in private. Take command to get things done where needed. Giving feedback